Hi, welcome. I'm Christina Maloney from Gathering Joy, where I help young moms who are homemakers or hustlers to get organized, find more joy in their life, and make money online. And that's what this conversation is going to be about. Is one of the ways that women make money online while they're stay-at-home moms, or maybe it's an extra side hustle they have on the side, even though they're working in a full-time job or something. I love network marketing because it offers women that ability and the flexibility to do that. So I'm going to be interviewing several network marketers to give us a peek into what they do, what their job is like, what their business is about, and also to feature some of their great products. Because I don't know about you, but some of those direct sales companies have some of the best products that I've ever tried. And I just really love that, and I really want to feature that for my readers. Let's see, before we get started, if you are not familiar with the terms network marketing, direct sales, or multi-level marketing, those terms are used kind of interchangeably, but they all mean the same thing. They're all describe the same industry, where you as a business owner are selling these products directly. You're able to buy into a business at a very low entry level and to sell directly to the customers. And then you also can grow your business by training your friends and family or anybody else who wants to join in the business with you. Not necessarily friends and family, but you can teach others to do the same thing you're doing and grow your business. It's a great opportunity if you do want to earn money on the side. And today we're going to be talking to our guest, Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Well,
I'm actually very,
here.
yeah, I'm honored to be one of your interviewers or interviewees.
Yes. Well, start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your family.
Okay, so my husband and I just celebrated 13 years of marriage last week. Yeah, thanks. We have 3 children. I have an 11-year-old son named Daniel, that which I homeschool. And then I have a 9-year-old son named Jacob, and he is currently in public school. And then I also have a daughter. Her name is Phoebe, and she's 6, and she's also in public school.
Oh, okay. Well, our kids are about the same age. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And we homeschool, obviously. You can tell I'm sitting in our classroom. It's the best light, so that's where I hang out. Well, tell us a little bit about the business that you're with.
Okay, so Initial Outfitters started about 10 years ago. They actually just celebrated their 10-year anniversary in August. Their goal was to create a company where you could find all these really cool products instead of trying to go on Etsy and trying to find multiple products and buying from several people. They wanted to create one company where you could pretty much buy anything personalized that you could think of.
Oh, cool. So they're all personalized items. That's neat.
Yes. There are some things that are not personalized, but it's to accent those that are the items that are personalized.
Right. Okay. Well, how long have you been with them?
I actually started at the very end of September of last year.
Okay, cool. Well, tell us a little bit about your story with the business. What does your success story look like? Did you start off strong, or did it take a while? Was this your first experience with network marketing? I should ask that.
So when I started, there's an incentive program that they have within your first 30 days, and they really highly suggest you, shoot for that goal. This company is very relational. They really want you to have home parties so that way you can connect with people, and especially a lot of these items, you cannot tell what they look like or see or do unless you see it in person. And so I started off really strong. I had my launch party, and I was able to walk away with an $800 party, which for me, that was huge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Huge, because I thought, because most commonly, home parties, generate anywhere from 250 to 500 maybe.
Right.
And so I just knew that if this is what I was going to do, the Lord would have to bless me and show me. And by my launch party, I was like, okay, Lord, I'm a believer.
It's a good sign. Yes. Right. Has it continued to be that fun for you so far?
Yeah. My average party.
Time of the year for, like, we have the Christmas season and all goes really well, and then kind of the first of the year is kind of a lull. But
yeah, I have not seen that.
Oh, really?
I have not had any depression in the business that I have. My average parties are $800. I've done a few Facebook parties that haven't done that well. But I think, it's Facebook. So,
Right.
but I had a catalog party last week.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Okay. I had a catalog party last week, and it was my first one, and I walked away with an almost $700 party.
Wow, from a catalog party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard to kind of, like you said, it's hard to get a feel for the products, the quality, and really what they look like. So that's fantastic.
Yeah. With initial outfitters, their average party is actually $1,000. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good getting close to that. But because no one knows about initial outfitters here in the East Texas area, that's kind of it's a little bit harder for people to trust in a company that they don't know.
Right. 10 years is it's actually kind of a sweet spot for joining a company because they've proven themselves. They've been around long enough that they are a profitable business, but no, it's not completely well known yet. So that's really exciting for you to be here at that time. So you said that the party sales are usually pretty good. Does that mean that your price points are higher on your items?
No, our price points start around $8, and then there are some pieces, which they're sterling silver pieces, that do go up into the $300 range. But most of these products range anywhere from $20 to $50.
Oh wow! So it's just really across the board, whatever you want to go. That's awesome.
Especially trying to find a unique gift for a friend that you can spend only like $25 to $30.
Right.
There's so many options whether you want to engrave or embroider on something.
That's fantastic, and then they really get something personalized too. It's not just another thing. That's awesome. So what does a typical day in your business look like? I know I met you at a vendor event. Do you do a lot of those? And you mentioned some of your party styles you do.
That was the only one I've done so far. I've tried to find some other ones, and I've looked into some other ones. They just haven't really worked out for my schedule. But my day-to-day life is not necessarily a typical network marketer life because of kids, and I am involved in a lot of things outside of the home as well. So a lot of it is just checking emails and sending out a few text messages and emailing and just really trying to connect with either previous people I've been in contact with or as I'm out, trying to hand out our little lookbooks that we have so that way I can get our product out there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was going to ask you about some of your marketing strategies, but I think you hit on that. You're connecting with people in person and online. And so what about leadership? Are you growing a team yet, or is that something you're hoping to do?
I actually just signed my first downline, I guess that's what you want to call it, last week. So that's another thing that's kind of been a little bit of a struggle for me is having other people believe in this company and jump alongside me since no one knows about it. It's a lot harder to talk to somebody about a company that they don't know anything about and they're not sure if they should trust this company. But the woman that signed up underneath me, she has just fallen in love with the products. And that's her major reason why she signed up. Not because of me, because I'm human. I fail every day, and I'm not that great, consultant that everybody thinks is out there. But she just really believes in the products, and then through friendship and pursuing her and loving on her, she felt like this was the best time, especially since our company just offered a promotional for the last month and a half that if you signed up, you would basically get a rebate for your kit. Oh, so cool. The sign-on bonus you would get reimbursed with if you made your first incentive.
Yeah. So is that still going on?
It actually just ended yesterday.
Okay. So that was the next one of my other questions was, do you have any promotions or anything going on? Why don't you go ahead and show us some of your products? Give us an idea of what your favorite things are.
All right. So these are, I always show these because these are my absolute favorite. So these earrings kind of are a little bit different, but I have my my monogram on it. This is a traditional monogram, and these are sterling silver. And the name of it is slipping my mind. But anyway, these are like super popular because these are only $32 plus the $5 for engraving.
They're so
And
cool.
so, yeah, so for about $37, you can get sterling silver, which is really hard to come across. Silver at a good price point. And then this is what we call an arm party.
Yeah.
We use a little fun acronym.
Does that all come as a set? That all comes together?
It doesn't come together. You can buy all these things separate, but they show them in sets together, and then you just choose what you want to buy.
That with the arrow is really cute.
Yeah. So this is, it says blessed on it. It's really hard because the light is shining on it, but it says blessed. And this is 22. And then this mother of pearl or freshwater pearl necklace or bracelet is 16, which it's adjustable, so you can
Cool.
perfect on the wrist. It really fits anybody's, and then it's really easy to. Because I'm doing this on camera, it doesn't look that easy, but
a little drawstring.
Yeah, to tighten. And then this is actually a new product for me. I haven't really got a lot of bracelets, but I just fell in love with this.
I like that
arrow. And then it's got my engraved traditional monogram on it. And then another product I wanted to show was this lunch bag. I know a lot of companies have lunch bags, but the really cool thing about Initial Outfitters is that they have a nonprofit that they give to and that they support. So it's lined like a normal lunch bag.
Okay.
But their nonprofit is called Charlie's Lunch, and then also Backpack Love. So if you buy a lunch bag or a backpack, that 100% proceeds goes to a third world country to support either in food or school. So if you buy a lunch bag, 100% of the proceeds go to feeding a child for a month.
Oh, neat. Okay.
And a backpack sends a child to school for 1 to 2 days, depending on which country it is.
Right. Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome opportunity to give back to another country without having to go over there and do a mission trip.
Right. And if your kid already needs a lunchbox and a backpack, if you're planning to purchase that already, why not support someone else? I love that because it supports you in your home business, but it also supports the children in need. I really love when we can, and it's something we would be purchasing anyway,
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, and one of the major things that they suggest doing is doing either a lunch bag drive or a backpack drive once a year for either someone locally or somebody like a little boy. He and his mom, instead of giving out Valentines yesterday, they gave everyone in his class a lunch bag.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's lots. It is, and like my kids have started, getting into it and thinking about who we could give a lunch bag to or a backpack to. Another thing someone did was for a nursing home, they bought everyone a lunch bag because and plus you don't have to use it as a lunch bag. It could be a purse, it could be whatever.
The insulated bag can have a lot of different uses.
Yeah,
that's pretty clever.
Another thing this is the last one I'll tell you about, is that they actually contacted some troops overseas and bought them backpacks so that way they could have their own backpack. And
so when they're doing that, they're purchasing the backpacks, and then the proceeds are going to help the kids go to school, but they're also giving in both directions, right?
Yes.
That's really awesome.
Yes.
Well, what is one of your favorite things about Initial Outfitters?
Company. You know,
What do you like?
the Tyler community is pretty, you know, tight knit, and it was really hard coming into Tyler because I'm not originally from Tyler, and so I haven't really felt a community oriented until recently because I've been here since '02. But the one thing about Initial Outfitters that I absolutely loved is that, you know, even though I was new coming into this, everyone is out to help everyone. This is such a huge community that even though they may be in Virginia, they want to help you. They want to help you succeed in your business, because my upline is in Pittsburgh, Texas. I've never met her. I've never seen her, but I'm able to connect with people. If she's busy, I can connect with someone else and get a question answered, or, you know, just have a conversation with somebody about something.
Do you all text and email, or do you have a group conversation, or how do you connect with each other? Sorry,
What'd you say?
How does your team stay connected? Do you have a group message or a Facebook group or something like that you're part of?
Yes. So the corporate, people, so everybody in Initial Outfitters is in a group called Initial Success, and then each team has their own Facebook group. And because of our team, we actually have 2 Facebook groups because we're so big, because of the southern, I don't know. There's just a lot of like people in Louisiana and Alabama, because the company is based out of Alabama. Okay. And the people that are above me all are in the South, and so they had to split it into 2 so that way, because it just got too big.
Cool. And that's kind of where you get most of your training?
Yes. And the other cool thing is that the company offers an online training course called Hack Camp, and that's what they highly encourage you. They send emails every day to like basically your checklist for the day, what you're supposed to do and what training you're supposed to complete, and so that way they give you 3 days of emails and encouragement.
Well, that's great. So you have the corporate thing that's all laid out as to this is our success plan, but then you also have the community aspect of it too. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question. What is your top advice for new network marketers or those who want to grow a network marketing business? Whether that's with Initial Outfitters, or if maybe you're just getting started or considering it. What kind of advice do you have for people considering this industry?
Connection. You just have to have a connection with people, because that is the number one thing I've had to do and struggle with, really, is making that connection and loving on people. And even if they give me a no that they're not going to have a home party, it's to continue that relationship, to pursue them and to love on them, because if you don't, then you won't have customers. And so the one thing that you have to do is make a relationship and connect with people.
That is excellent advice, because I know I'm sure you've seen the rants on Facebook and things like that about network marketers who they're pursuing people and then they just drop them like that. You know, they're only after a sale. Yeah. What you're saying is excellent advice. But definitely, if they're your friend, whether they're your customer or not. They're your friend first. Yeah. Yep. And that you need to prove you gain their trust by consistently showing up as a friend. And then I also do this business on the side, right? Yep. That's great advice. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Rachel. And I will link to your website in the blog post, and we'll also put it in the description on YouTube. The blog post will be up at Gathering Joy. That's gathering-joy.com sometime soon. And I'll send you a link so you can share that with your friends. Those of you watching this, thank you so much for joining us. And please be sure to leave your questions for Rachel and check out her website where you can place an order or join her team or ask her questions more about her products and her business. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.